discipline and consistency is going to always get you the results you're looking for. You know, you don't have to believe in man. You don't have to believe that like this person or this person or this person has some type of key grip on my life, or this person has like this door that can open for me. The only door that you need is discipline and consistency. And it's just discipline because discipline is consistency. And so if you in that state of like trying to figure out like, what's my next move? How do I make my next move? What do I anchor to? Because ultimately you're looking for the mind that's always running. The mind that's always running is running because it's looking and it's scanning for safety, security, progression. How do I move forward? The mind is constantly looking for like security, comfort. But there's nothing wrong with comfort because you need to sleep good at night. So ultimately comfort is okay in a certain aspect. Comfort is okay when you mix and you marry discomfort with comfort. You constantly need that evolution of both of those. You need the uncomfortability or the discomfort to constantly move you in a state of comfort. It's just growing, because as you grow, you elevate. As you grow, you elevate. As you grow, you elevate. But ultimately, a lot of times people are looking for, what is that boat? What is that ship? What is that vehicle? What is that car that's going to take me where I want to be? And so sometimes you think that is in a person. Sometimes you can think that, oh, this person has this door or the key that's going to unlock the door for me. And it keeps you in a state of perpetually putting somebody ahead of you. And the only thing that you really need to unlock is your discipline. Because people pay attention to a person that's disciplined. People pay attention to a person that goes hard. People pay attention to a person that's consistently moving forward. No matter what the circumstances, if you're consistently moving forward, if you're consistently growing, no matter how hard the terrain is or how rough it is or how much you're out of breath, but you consistently move forward, people will pay attention. But not only will people pay attention, you will expand your horizon. And the reason why you expand your horizon is because you're beginning to take control of a bigger domain. Because discipline gives you strength. It gives you strength in the mind. It gives you strength in energy. And the more you can move forward with that energy, the more you can command things in your way to happen for you. So you stay with the discipline. The discipline is the key. The discipline is what you're looking for. And the more you stay in that discipline, the more you're elevating yourself. You're elevating yourself to a whole nother level. You're taking yourself to a whole nother level because you are embarking on discipline. Because it's going to open doors for you that you don't even realize are opening for you. People are going to pay attention. Oh, I see this person. So you believing that like I have to attach to this person to get me this is limiting your belief system. Because it's making you zone in on something outside of you. We don't want to do that. We want to always focus on, how do I come back to me? Meaning, how do I give it to myself? Because ultimately we have to realize what? That God is abundance. And when you connect it to God, you will live an abundant life. But there's no such thing as disconnecting to God, because we are all connected. We're all connected to God. It's just your awareness of how much you are connected to God. God is within you. It's the energy. You have the energy to take it higher. You have the ability to take your energy higher and go to another level in life. It's your willingness to feel uncomfortable in the energy. Because the mind tells you that once I'm feeling this energy, I'm in I'm in danger zone. I gotta worry. My breathing is out of whack. What's wrong? No, that's not how we operate. We don't operate like that. We breathe in the energy and see what the energy is telling us. What is this? Do I feel uncomfortable in this energy? Yes, I feel uncomfortable. Why do I feel uncomfortable in this energy? It's because it makes me feel like I have to fight, makes me feel like I have to fend, makes me feel like I have to worry. Oh, why? If we breathe in this feeling, if we just breathe in this moment, can we calm ourselves down? Yes, we can. Now, what's the worst that can happen here? Okay, this can happen. What are my alternatives? What are the solutions I have? Can I make this work? Is there ways that I can make this come together? Can I just see an outcome of what I desire? Can I just see that? Can I see an outcome of what I want to happen? Yes, I can. Now let's entertain the idea of it just happening the way we want it to happen. How does that feel? It feels good. It feels real good. Let's stay in that feeling. We don't have to question how it's going to happen all the time. That's why we have to just lean into faith. We don't always have to know. I know the mind tells us that we have to see it always. But sometimes if we don't see it always, then we don't get on the mission. We don't take the steps. So we want to be mindful to just feel it. Feel the feeling. We don't have to know how it's always going to happen. Just trust, lean into faith, just believe. Like, I'm just going to believe. I'm just going to believe. That's it. And breathe in that feeling. Feel that feeling of that goodness. Feel that energy in your chest. Release that energy out of your chest. Breathe it in. You gotta feel like tension, release it. You don't have to stay with the tension in your chest. You don't have to stay with it. You can move it out. You can breathe it out. And start to breathe in a more powerful version of yourself, because you deserve that. Because that vision, that lifestyle that you're looking for, it's attached to the powerful version of you. That version of you that you're looking for comes with commanding attention in this world, which means you gotta feel powerful within yourself. That weak person has to go. It's no more time for that. That weak person got to go. You got to breathe in that power. Start loving yourself. Owning the idea like, yo, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Speak that into your life. Speak that into, allow yourself to hear yourself saying, I love myself. Say that. And think about the things, be conscious of the things that pop up. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And now let's start giving that life. Start giving that life. Like, boom, I love you. I love you because of this. I love you because of this. I love you because of this. Speak love, because your dreams that you're looking for require you to nurture yourself to feel deserving of what you desire. You have to deserve it. You got to feel like, I deserve this. I deserve this. So that means you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself so you can tell yourself, yo, I deserve this. But if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm not this, or I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not that, then you telling yourself, I'm not worthy of anything. And that's a damn lie. You came here with a vision. You came here with an idea. You came here with a seed inside of you to multiply. So that means you have multiplying to do. And the only way to uncover that is to release yourself of all those things that you're not, so you can own the thing that you are, so you can be who you're supposed to be and give your gifts, feel good, and live a life of abundance. That's what you're here for. You deserve that. Let me get some water. Nah, that's not true. Ooh. A lot of men. I think a lot of men want to free themselves. Yo, so the other thing is, the reason why it's essential to help people, get there, or to the reason why it's essential for you to feed yourself and give yourself love and nurture yourself is because the way that you become successful is by you giving what you have to people who need with the knowledge that you've gained. You see, because that true life of freedom really comes from like you being able to give back to people and create some type of an abundance with that. Because, well, let's not say some type, because it is abundance. When you are willing to give to people to help raise them to where you are, to what you have seen, to what you have experienced through your authenticity, ultimately you open the door for your own prosperity. So the goal is for you to give what you have, give all that you have to people, and allow it to like lead them to where they want to be in life. But keeping in mind, the way to really do that is to do it in an authentic manner, meaning like if you're teaching stuff that didn't really hit your core, it's gonna be like, oh well, what's the difference with me teaching it and this person teaching it? You got to do something that really hits your core, something that you like, that you're able to really like give to people in a way that inspires them. And the way that you're going to be able to give that to people in a way that it inspires them is by giving it by like you have to be inspired when you're saying it, because people are looking for authenticity. People are looking for like what to do to take themselves to the next level. And you have a voice inside of you that like when you're talking to that person that you really love, or like you can be your ultimate self, you know there's moments where you giving that person, or you're showing them something, or you're breaking something down, or you're being creative with them, you're creating a hairstyle, you're painting, you're doing something that like you in this zone when you by yourself or when you're with people. There's something you're doing that's like puts you in that zone, but it's not something you share with a lot of people. And so like the more you're willing to be uncomfortable to be comfortable in sharing that, the more doors just keep flying open for you. They just gonna open up for you. They gonna open up. They're opening up for you right now, because in your mind, you're saying to yourself, yo, I'm getting this. Yo, I'm unlocking what I want to unlock for myself. Yo, I'm living the life that I want to live for myself. I'm doing that right now. You're telling yourself that in your head. You may be feeling a little, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this. So what? It doesn't matter what you have to do, because you already know you're living the life that you desire, because you created that, because you was willing enough to take the courage to make the step. That's what you do. That's what you do. You got to just recognize that in that thing that you love, you consistently do it. You consistently keep coming back to it. You've never disconnected from yourself. You stayed connected. And your connection with being yourself and being able to be free and share it more and more creates a vibration inside of you. It's like a powerful magnet. Boom, 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 boom. And people start to get some of your energy. And these are people who are in your tribe. Your people that understand you. Your people that get you. Your people that flow with you. Your people that you don't need too many words to convey it. It's a flow. It's a harmony. That's what you're looking for. You're connecting that all day long. The way to activate that is through the discipline. It's the discipline. That's why we fall in love with discipline, because discipline and happiness are married. Discipline and happiness lives in the same house. Discipline and happiness share the same coin. One is on the end, on one face, one is tails, and one is heads. We need that, because the things that look so graceful, like when a person can really like move with stillness and flow, that means they've mastered movement, which means they've mastered their breath, which means that takes time, intention, and conscious awareness of what's happening in the moment. That's work. That's work. That's discipline. That's I'm going to take action no matter what attitude. And eventually you realize, you find this flow. And you're like, yo, what did I do? You're looking for the things and you realize I just stayed in the work. So you become addicted to what? The work. Why? Because it's giving you opportunities. It's giving you awareness. It's giving you a good feeling. It's giving you happiness. Discipline comes with compounded interest. All you have to do is just stay in the work through the pain. And then you start realizing, wow, how did this door open for me? How did this open for me? And you realize your mind is like, you can't compute how it really opens because you didn't intentionally say, I'm going to try to open this door. I'm going to try to open this door. No. All you did was say, I'm going to push myself every day to be better every single day. And one day you just realize you turned the knob and it just opened. The thing is not to chase, the look or the feeling. It's to connect within. We're connecting within. Oh, yo, you should do it like this. No. I'm connecting to God within me, bro. You don't even see. You can't even see what I'm doing. You're making an opinion and a judgment based on something you have no idea of what you're talking about. I'm connecting to God. I'm staying in the discipline. Discipline is where you meet God. People say, oh, go to church. Yes. Oh, say this, do that. Yes. But how often are we going to get to the core of our soul and speak to God from a place of, I have nothing else. This is all I have. Yo, and the crazy thing is, you know when you can do that? You know when you can do that? You can do that every day. You can give it your all every day in everything you do. It's like if you're going to take an action on something, why give it half-heartedness? Why operate on some mediocre shit? Like, how long on earth are you planning on living? Forever? Nah, we don't even know the time that we expire. Which means do everything like you fucking mean it. What else? Give it your all. We're here for just a small bit of time. Give it your all. Like, what are you dragging your feet for? Are you ungrateful for the day? Do you realize like tomorrow ain't promised? Live like you got joy in your heart. Whatever you're going through. At least let them write on your obituary, you lived. Because you did it in everything you did. This is me. I was trying to fix my mic. I'm like, yo, this mic ain't working. I gotta connect it to this, to connect it to that, because I gotta make these videos. I'm at the point where I'm just ready to make videos. I'm ready to feed the people, because we all deserve it. Each one is we all connected to each other, and we gotta realize that. You doing what you have to do for you is not just you doing what you have to do for you. It's you doing what you have to do for me. It's you doing what you have to do for your mother. It's doing what you have to do for your friends. But it's really doing what you have to do for you, because the more you do what you have to do for you, you'll be connected to people who's doing what they have to do for them, which will be able to sharpen your iron. Because ultimately, you want to be around people who make you better. And the way to be around people that make you better is to make yourself better. That opens the door for somebody else that's making themselves better to be attracted to you, because they have something to gain as they have something to give as well. So you want to make sure at all times that you're giving yourself what you need. And if it's hurting you and it's painful, like, and I'm talking about physically, meaning like you're working out, you're pushing yourself, you're learning something new, you're turning off the comforts of life, and you're saying, I'm going to study a little longer. I'm going to figure this part out. You're adding another tool to your tool belt. Ultimately, that's what you're looking to do. And when you're living like that, you'll be able to be around people who's adding that type of value to themselves as well, which means when y'all connect, y'all have a conversation, y'all meet, y'all connect on a level of a vibration, y'all able to give to each other. And now you can feel elevated and lifted. You can't fake this though. Like, if it's not really in you, you can't fake it. Like, you got to be able to really give it to people, because you're giving it to yourself, which means like you're going to have something of value for people when you're around, which means you want people to have something of value for you. And so you don't want to fake this or force this. You just want to get in alignment with yourself every day. Do your best to stay in alignment with you. Because once you're out of alignment, now you're chasing, you're running, you're trying to please. Be all you need for you first. Be all you need for you first. Keep loving on yourself. Keep speaking words of empowerment to yourself. Keep on pushing yourself. You know. Feel good about it. Feel good about it, you know what I'm saying? Feel good about what you are doing for yourself. Feel good about the discipline that you're giving yourself. Feel good about it. This felt good, because I guess like in this idea of content creating, sometimes we get really like, okay, I got to do it like this, I got to do it like this, I got to do it like that. And I think the consistency of doing it over and over, you start to just realize like, I'm going to do it like this, or I'm going to do it like this, or I'm not going to limit myself. I'm just going to do it. And so I encourage you. I encourage you to, you know, just take that action. Just do it. Like Nike says, you know, like, just do it. Just do it. Like, just do it. Like, really, just do it. Take that action. You know what I'm saying? Take that action. Discipline yourself. You deserve it. You're not looking at discipline in a way of like saying to yourself, like, I want to hurt myself. You're saying, I'm going to discipline myself because I'm going to liberate myself. You know, like when you feel a pain. I remember I was like three. I was wow big. Oh goodness, I was big, man. I'm thankful I got out of that. But I think at the time I was probably like 3'6", 60, 70, 80. I had kind of stopped weighing myself. It had got to that point. And I actually, like, I was like in my room and I was like, I could hardly breathe. Like, my chest felt wild tight. And I'm like, yo, Kenneth, at what point do we like activate? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your legs are hurting, your shins are hurting when you run up the stairs. You have the energy, but you're not doing anything with it. You just, like you're just, like you're not doing nothing. Like, what are you doing? That's where I was at with myself. And I just got to the point where I was just like, yo, I gotta do something. Like, even if I just start, at the time I lived in Yonkers, and there was like a building, there was a gym in my building, and I was just like, yo, I'ma just go upstairs and just walk on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just walk on the treadmill. And like, I'ma stop judging myself for the lack of what I can't do right now. I'm just gonna like appreciate what I can do and just come back tomorrow. That's even when I would eat ice cream and stuff like that, back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom. Not people like, oh, there's nothing wrong with life. I mean, back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm eating wild ice cream. Like, I would just be conscious of like, yo, you had one yesterday. Chill out today. And if I had that urge, I wouldn't really beat myself up, because I knew I was trying to find balance in my life. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily like, I wasn't in a state of like I have to be super strict on this diet because I need to lose this weight. I just wanted to like be able to balance my temperament instead of consistently going off the hinge. And the hinge became me gambling pretty heavy, eating and indulging. Like, it just became like, it became like I'm just feeding my desires, because like I just wasn't happy. And so like certain things would kind of like move me, and instead of like, I would run to a feeling, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I can't keep doing this. Like why am I so connected to the I gotta run to the casino, or I'm doing anything I can to numb my mind. Why? And so I had to start to find balance so that I could have awareness to what is triggering me to do these things, and how do I like become aware of the trigger, and then before the trigger happens, I'm able to have like a conscious level of awareness to make a different decision. Ultimately, that's how do I do that? And so what I kept doing was going to yoga, meditating, like being conscious of it, breathing in the moment, telling myself in the moment, breathe, Kenneth, breathe. And then it would be like, I came back and I'm like, okay. It started working, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say like, become aware. That's number one. Become aware of your voice. Become aware. Breathe. Take time to breathe in a great feeling. Because what happens is, this is the training of feeling good. When you start training yourself, this is why I'll tell people like, yo, be mindful of like the attitudes and all of that. Because what happens is when you're able to feel good over a long period of time, meaning by training yourself to feel good, Your spirit is automatically going to tell you when you're in environments that you shouldn't be in too long. Because you're training yourself to feel good. You're training yourself to visualize, what do I truly desire? And the more you can truly tell yourself, this is what I desire, this is what I feel, this is what I see for myself. And this is what I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing a business that's like moving tens and thousands of units a day. I'm experiencing that type of. So now you automatically know when the vibration is off. People say, well, how am I supposed to know? The signals are going to tell you once you're doing the work. So train yourself to feel good. Train yourself to feel good. And then you can be able to have that level of awareness when the energy is off. And again, even when a certain vibration comes upon you, when you're taking a new action and you're in a different environment or a different place of energy, you're able to notice and be like, why am I freaking out? Why am I losing it? Why am I in a state of fear? Why am I in this feeling? What is uncomfortable about this that's making me go, like a friend of mine, she would say, Kenny, these people be out here glitching. And so how I refer to the glitching is like, it's like almost like an alarm system going off of the nervous system. And so like, oh, the feeling is too intense. It's not feeling good. Let me automatically run. Let me get into fight or flight. Let me feel survival. And I'm going to pick the wrong thing because you're coming from a very limited survival. I got to run, fight or flight type of mindset, which you don't want to come from. You want to be able to come from a mindset of clarity by breathing, owning the energy. You know who does that really well? The hood. The hood does that really well. Why? Because you're well, I'm not going to say the hood. I'm going to say a lot of people in the hood. That's why like black men are feared, because black men can be in very, very high stressful situations and breathe and be calm in that situation. Not all black men, but a lot of them that come from tough environments, right? Because at the end of the day, like, you have to have a level of connection and calm in the storm, right? That's what, like, I believe that Peter talked about, you know, like when Jesus called him to walk on the water and he was nervous, he wasn't calm in a storm. You got to be calm in a storm. You got to breathe it through. The boat is going to rock. It's going to rock. You got to be still and allow yourself to rock with it. And not be resistant towards it. Like, oh, what's happening? Allow it, rock with it. It's rocking. Just rock with it. Stop forcing the resistance. Flow with life. You want to go down a whitewater raft and then you're like, no, you got to be able to like go with the turns. You better hold on and just flow with it. That's why you have muscles, so they can adjust. I don't know where I heard that from, but it was like, you got calf muscles. I used to always say when I was younger, you got calf muscles so like you can get stronger. You can run up the mountain. When you're going up the mountain, the calf muscle gets stronger. Why? Because it's made for you to climb. Your calf muscles is made for you to climb. Use it. Why are they not climbables? Put the calf muscles to work.